This week on Kentucky Afield.
They're about 150 coming fast.
We're looking back on 2018. And first up, on a spring hunt, Emily bags her very first turkey. Next, we go behind the scenes and see some of the explosive work that's needed to make our early wood duck season possible. Then, we find ourselves on Laurel Lake, cranking in some big bass with a man that can do it like no other.
There we go.
It's all next on Kentucky Afield.
That's a good fish. Such a pretty fish.
Beautiful.
This pond is plumb loaded with frogs.
They're everywhere in here. Yeah, this is a good fish right here. Really good fish.
Come here, girl. Yeah, boy. That's a big rabbit. Nice job. Yes! Yes! My first muskie. Mercy Leo!
Yeah, look, he's a keeper.
There it goes! Boom!
Wow, that happened fast.
Hello, and welcome to Kentucky Afield. I'm your host, Chad Miles. Join us as we journey the Commonwealth in search of outdoor adventure. This holiday season, maybe the best gift you can give is the gift of the outdoors to someone who's looking for a new experience. Emily, good to see you again.
Good to see you, Chad.
I got a phone call that said you wanted a turkey hunt, and I thought, okay, before we do that, there's a couple things we need to go through.
Right.
Patterning a shotgun. Have you got much experience with shooting shotguns?
I have a little bit. When I went through the law enforcement training academy, we had to be qualified on a shotgun. And I've shot shotgun dove hunting and been turkey hunting once before, but with patterning and stuff, haven't done that at all.
So we're going to get a feel for how the gun shoots, where it's hitting, and how big of a pattern we have at a certain distance. So
Okay.
it's going to be a lot of fun.
Sounds good. I'm excited.
Let's go get this gun tuned in and see what we've got.
All right.
Go ahead and take the safety off when you feel comfortable, and we'll be ready to fire our first shot. Oh my, that looks pretty good.
Hey, that was pretty good.
That covered it up pretty good. Let's walk down there and take a closer
Okay.
look. Right in here's the vast majority, but you got enough kill shots in there that you're good to go. Looks like we just need to get a turkey in front of you.
Exactly. You see the muskrat? Look.
Yeah, there he is. It is a muskrat, little bitty peregrine. Look how effortlessly he just moves through the water. We've got a couple of hours. We'll sit down and listen. If we hear something, we'll move closer and do a little bit of calling. Usually the birds roost just about 150 yards up the hill. So hopefully this evening we'll get a good idea of where they're flying back up.
Okay.
We'll set up as close as we can without spooking them off the roost in the morning. Who knows, we may get one to come right by tonight.
Okay.
Well, so we got in here last night, and we heard a gobbler go up to roost. We think we know right where they're at. We were hoping when we got to this point, we'd be hearing gobbles in there.
And they're doing it. Yeah.
So hopefully we can get within about 150 yards or so and get set up and get you a bird.
Let's do it.
I know we're ready to make it happen.
Yes.
In our winter/spring turkey hunt of 2018.
Right.
There's 2 or 3 gobblers, yeah. Here they come. They're about 150 coming fast. About 2 o'clock. All right, then when you get ready, here they come. Let them come all the way into the decoys, okay? Get ready. Nice job.
That was awesome.
That was awesome. That was really cool. I mean, that really worked out awesome.
That was pretty cool. Very, very cool. They were really pretty when they were
Oh, I mean, they're just such a beautiful bird. First turkey.
first turkey.
It is a Jake, and you can tell it's a Jake. Obviously, you know this, but see how the turkey feathers go, and then there's a step up right there, and then it steps back down.
Yeah, it looked pretty big when he was strutting across the field.
Obviously, we and I have worked together for a long time, but I get a phone call a couple months ago that says, you know, I think Emily's interested in a turkey hunt. Tell me, what got you interested in this?
Well, I went to the agency's Field to Fork turkey class. That kind of just spurred some interest in it, and I had been before with my husband, and we were fortunate to hear a bird, but we didn't actually get to take it.
You started this out by saying you really wanted to take a turkey home to feed the kids.
Yep, got 3 boys, and you know, you go to the store and buy organic farm-raised meat, and you can come out here and take it yourself and know exactly where it came from and how it was harvested.
You know, there's that moment for every person who goes hunting where when you're sitting there and you realize they're in range, I'm going to get a shot. That feeling is always really intense. You're like, this is going to happen.
Yeah, that's what was going through my head. And I was kind of in a state of disbelief, yeah, like, oh, this is really going to happen. My heart started pounding and felt like I couldn't breathe. So everything kind of got a little blurry, and when they came into range where I felt comfortable trying to take one, it just kind of all became a blur.
I'm really excited that you decided to do this hunt with us.
Well, I appreciate you guys.
And it's been a lot of fun.
It has. It was awesome.
Wildlife biologists here at the Department of Fish and Wildlife use many tools to gather data and analyze populations, including rockets.
He's putting out the rocket charges, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the bait out. And we put the bait basically 2 foot from the net. It seems close, but that's how close you actually have to have them up next to the net to catch them.
For whatever reason, I was thinking they were going up, but they're not going up at all. They're really just shooting along the ground.
Well, the power of the rocket, like when we shoot, it's amazing. These T-posts will be almost at a 45-degree angle.
Really?
Because it's got that much force that it'll actually push the rocket. So when that propulsion hits, it's gonna shoot the rocket up high. It's much higher than what you would imagine.
So right now what we're doing is we're just opening up these rockets here, and once he gets the bait put out and we're ready to shoot the rockets, we'll put the rockets in, hook them up to the detonator cord, and we'll be ready to shoot the rockets off them.
But this is the most important part right here, is actually attaching the net to the rocket.
So we're here at Sloughs. This is my first time at the Sloughs WMA. How many acres is this WMA?
The entire WMA is roughly 11,000 acres.
Oh, wow.
Where we're at here is called the saw heaver unit.
Okay.
And the saw heaver unit is where our waterfowl refuge is at, and it's kind of where we do the most of our active management for waterfowl. All right, Greg, if you want to do a quick rundown behind me and just double check me. Clevises are all tight. Okay. Now what we'll do is we'll walk back to the blind and we'll test our connection with the galvanometer.
Okay.
And then after that, we'll be set.
So everything is set and ready to go. We've got our help and your biologist back there just waiting for the blast. Now it's just a waiting game. And it's not a waiting game to see a few birds show up. It's really, you're trying to maximize your numbers here, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We're trying to time it of when we shoot the net, that we have the most number of birds up on the bait. They need to be pretty much a couple feet from the net to be confident that you can catch them, so they need to be right there up where we put the bait at. I'd say kind of up there feeding right now, there's probably about 50 or 60. And I know it doesn't look like it, but they're not close enough yet to the net. What they'll usually do is they'll do that. And why they do that, it's actually not a bad thing. You know, as long as they stay close, which they did.
So what's good then?
I don't know. They'll do this 3 or 4 times. I think they just start getting kind of, they don't like being up on that sand away from the water. So you gotta be kind of quick on the draw when you pull the trigger, so that when they're coming up, that you do it before they flush, because they'll give you maybe a minute or 2 before they'll do that. Hopefully those birds come back, because that makes me nervous if they get up and actually fly away. They're coming right back. Guys, I might actually attach the detonator. I see some birds that from that left are starting to move up. So, more than likely from what I'm seeing, if we get another big push like that, I'm pulling the trigger. Because they fed quite a bit right there. So they might not give us another good shot. I don't think it's going to get much better than this. We got a few that are still in the water, but yeah, we got a vast majority of them against the net. And they've been feeding for quite a while, so I won't want to give them much of a chance. You guys ready?
Let's go. So what do you need to help?
Just kind of pull these nets out. Just make sure no birds are gonna get out, or any ones that are tangled real bad. From what we had, that's a pretty good shot.
Oh yeah.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Yeah, that's a good shot.
Oh man. Some of them were, I mean, literally right up against
They
the
were.
road.
Morning, guys.
Good morning.
How's it going?
Good, yourself?
Oh, pretty good.
That's trapping this morning.
Yeah. Well, something different for me. Pretty cool.
All right. We got all the rockets. All right, guys, start picking.
So now the process, we've shot the rockets and we've got 100 and something ducks in here, most likely. And now the biologist will be pulling the ducks and bringing them over. And this is the banding station. You can see here they've got 4 or 5 different categories: immature males, adult males, immature females, and adult females. And they're going to look at them right here, decide what they are, and then band it accordingly. And then once that happens, they'll turn these birds loose pretty quickly.
First bird wasn't until 5:30.
They've been late all summer though.
Crazy, these new generation ducks.
These are millennial wood
Millennial
ducks.
ducks, yeah, they stay in bed a little late.
They had to stop and get their Starbucks coffee. This is an immature male, and see how straight it is? Now on the females, they're more of a teardrop. V-notched. See how it's got a V-notch right here? That tells right off the bat that it's an immature.
You got a male and a female, both of them
Both
immature.
immature.
So Kentucky, Tennessee, and Florida, a lot of people don't realize, are the only 3 states in the country that have a early wood duck season.
Okay.
So us catching these wood ducks is extremely important, especially here in Kentucky. because without that banding data, we can't justify having the season. We really need to have these birds banded because we have such a high take during that September season. By getting these bands put on these birds, we can really monitor the population. We get a lot of people that come here to wood duck hunt in the early season. So we know how important that is to our sportsmen, and we know how important it is for us to continue to be able to have that opportunity for our sportsmen to get this data out. Because like I had said, without this data, we can't justify having that September season. So, for our sportsmen to have this opportunity, we know we got to put the work in.
Just because it's cold outside doesn't mean that it's still not bass fishing season. As a matter of fact, this might be the best time to catch a trophy.
You're ready, I'm ready. I think you're ready. Fishing Laurel is an exercise in patience.
Yes, it is.
You want to fish fast and cover as much ground as you want to, but you ain't gonna catch no fish.
We're going to start off with a, looks like about a 6-inch swim bait. This is a hollow body swim bait. He's got rigged up with a little bit of weight inside. You'd think this is a really, really big fish bait, and it is, but you can have fish hit this. I mean, you can have 12, 14-inch fish hit this too, won't you?
Oh yeah. I've learned no matter how good a bait it is, if you don't put it in front of a fish, you're not gonna catch it.
It doesn't matter, does it? Yep, that's no doubt about that.
That's the #1 rule.
There we go. Feel like a good fish?
Feels like a real good fish.
Oh yeah, here he comes. There you go. Got him hooked in the net a little bit there. There you go.
I thought he was better than that, but he's still a good fish.
Yeah, what do you think, 19 inches, 18 inches, something like that?
Measure.
Pretty good fish though. Hey, got it started out right on about the 5th cast. You caught one, you can't beat that. Oh, almost 18. Almost there though. It's a good fish. Got a nice belly on it, been doing some feeding. Nice job, way to get it started. Oh, he's biting me.
There's some big fish in this lake.
We just need to see one of them, don't we? 2 of them be good, 3 of them be better. I think he's on there, get ready. Here we go. Oh, come off right there.
There he is.
You got him? Oh, largemouth. A big one. Big largemouth. Big fish. There we go. Looky there. Got you a good one here. That fish gonna go for about 5.5. Almost 22 inches.
22 inches. How about 5'12"?
5'12". That's a good fish. John has a good fish, buddy. So, John, I actually hooked up with you because of one of our ex-director of fisheries, Benji Kimman, said he came down here and fished with you, and he said he actually put his hands around the biggest smallmouth he's ever touched his entire life. That fish weighed what?
Right at 7, 6'14", I believe.
6'14", but you've actually caught him here, how big?
7, I'll call it 1.7 and 2.7.5.
You actually moved back here just to fish this lake, didn't you?
I did. I think it's the finest lake I've ever put my boat in. There he is.
You got him? Is that a green one too?
That's a brown.
Brown, I want to say, normally they don't jump. Here he comes. There you go. There you go. That's a little better. Pretty fish. That's what you come down here for, those big old smallies. Nice job. Now you, two back-to-back casts, you've caught a 512 largemouth and a probably 312. I'm turning into professional net man. I got no problem with it. You keep on catching them. 313.
He's a fighting rascal, ain't he?
Yeah. There you go. Nice fish. Tell you what, you got us a honey hole up here right now. They're stacked in there.
Ah, dog.
That a fish?
What a fish.
It's a good one. Oh, there we go. There you go. This is why you come to Laurel. It's not numbers, is it?
No.
It's not a numbers game. It really is about coming down here and catching a quality fish. Now that is, anything over 20 inches is considered a trophy-sized smallmouth, and that one there is gonna go more than 20 inches. And it's big belly on it. That's a good fish. 414 1/4. That's a big, long fish that's got a nice belly on it. This fish would weigh more, but look, right through here, he kind of loses some of his weight from here, there to there. I tell you what, that fish is gonna go 20 3/4, maybe even 21. It's a good one. 21 1/2. Well, John, I tell you what, you have shown me a lot about this lake. Now, I've spent some time out here, but you obviously know it extremely well. And you've got a really unique technique with throwing these big swim baits. You're even throwing bigger, heavier swim baits than I normally throw. And you've proven that, hey, these fish will eat them, won't they?
You get in front of them, they'll eat it.
It's been a blast fishing with you. Thanks a lot. You know what?
Thank you.
You've inspired me a lot because I know you love to smallmouth fish, and that's obvious. And you're not letting anything slow you down.
But I've enjoyed today, and hopefully we can do it again.
I'd love to, definitely. Now let's check in and see who else has been out having fun in this week's Ones That Didn't Get Away. Hunter Holland caught this nice bass on Mill Creek Lake at Natural Bridge State Park while fishing with his papaw. Nice job. Check out this nice double by Hunter Holland and his papaw. Congratulations. Glenn Hance of West Liberty, Kentucky took this nice turkey the old-fashioned way, using a black powder shotgun and a handmade turkey call that he made himself. Congratulations. Check out these two nice stripers that were caught on the Cumberland River by Troy Tuggle and Jimmy Ford. Nice job. Here we have Eva Cooper with her very first fish ever caught at Cave Run Lake. Nice job. Here we have Joshua Grass of Bath County, Kentucky with his first time turkey ever. Congratulations. Check out the smile here on Kimber Higgs as she shows us her first fish ever. It was caught on Kentucky Lake. It's a nice bluegill. Nice job. Here we have Lily Higgs showing us her first fish ever, a crappie, caught at Taylorsville Lake. Congratulations. Check out this beautiful sunfish here caught by Colton Higgs. This is his first fish ever, and he caught it under Barkley Dam. Nice job. Here's a really nice black crappie taken at Taylorsville Lake by Poppy Higgs. Nice fish. Here we have Everett Hayes with his first big fish he's ever caught all by himself. This fish was caught in his grandfather's pond, and it's a nice largemouth bass. Congratulations. Check out this monster blue catfish that was caught by Mike Pike out of the Ohio River. This fish weighed 90 pounds. Nice job. Here we have 3-year-old Jordan Zumbiel who caught this nice bluegill at Camp Ernst in Boone County, Kentucky. Nice job. The staff here at Kentucky Field would like to wish you and your family a very Merry Christmas. And remember, hunting and fishing on private property is a privilege. Always ask permission and thank the landowner. Until next week, I'm your host, Chad Miles, and I hope to see you in the woods or on the water.
More Kentucky Afield is available at your fingertips. Whether by smartphone or desktop, you'll find extra tips, photos, even behind-the-scenes video on our social media pages. Join the conversation and stay in the woods or on the water longer when you follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. Simply search Kentucky Afield on your favorite app. If you hold a Kentucky hunting or fishing license, then you have helped make possible Kentucky's wildlife management areas, places to hunt, fish, birdwatch, or just let your mind wander. With nearly 100 dotting the Commonwealth, put wildlife management areas in your sights for fall hunting and see more of what makes Kentucky's outdoors outstanding. Get all the information online at fw.ky.gov. Deer processing from the field to the freezer continues to be a runaway favorite for hunters everywhere. From ribs to roast, Sim Harp makes it look easy. Ordering information can be found at fw.ky.gov under the Kentucky Afield tab.